All right, ABDC Nation, what's going on? It's your boy Ant M, aka Anthony Marshall, aka Tune the Dancer, aka Highlander 8. I gotta find an easier way to start these videos out. Anyways, week 9, ABDC 7, David Guetta week. This was an interesting week for me mainly because I don't know what the heck a David Guetta is. Apparently friends I was talking to thought that it was the guy that won America's American Idol. I think that was David Cook, and then they said it was the young guy that lost American Idol. That was David Archuleta. Whatever David Guetta is, his music's not very impressive. But this episode, one of the best. Before I get into it, let's get into some shout outs here. Once again, it's the same thing. Shout out to, my Columbus finest dancers. Yo, check it out. We did a video for the rapper Blueprint. Check it out. The body is called, the body, ha. The video is actually called Body Move, and it's or Just Move. I'm sorry, Just Move. But man, we went in there, kind of wrecked it, man. I mean, it's gonna be good, man. It's gonna come out in a couple of months. But shout out to Columbus Finest, of course, my crew, Poison Clan, my new dance family, IMDANCE, I Am Dance. Really, really cool crew. Started out by Donald Isom and aka Mr. Ice. Definitely check out his video, man. I might put up a link with it because dude's sick. New crew family and everything like that. So it's all good. And of course, blogging ABDC, Nancy T, Michael Calvin, Pugadova, Ninja Boy, pretty much all y'all. Anyway, let's get into it. David Guetta week, and I gotta be honest with you, this is easily the strongest top 3 I think we have ever had on the show. I made a in the last video, I made a comment about how strong the top 4 was with RNG. RNG was eliminated last week, and it's still strong. Like honestly, I know there's a lot of haters of mainly 8 flavors. That's the one I'm seeing a lot of hate from. But I tell you like this. This is the strongest. I said this was the strongest 3 that has the strongest 3 to make it to the top 3 by just easy. I always talked about really weak crews that were in the top 4, and when I talked about the top, the weak crews in the top 4, all right, in the top 4, there was always one that slipped into the top 3 as well, and for some odd reason, these 3 just are not. I as much as I hate to say it, this was the strongest season we've had in a while, the strongest lineup. And honestly, other than Foundation, I think everybody kind of had a reason to be happy with it. I think Erratic, Step Boys, Collision. I even think Mixed Elements have a reason to be kind of happy about it. But like I said, other than Foundation, I think anybody could hit the finals if they really tried. So, but go figure. Let's get into it. So we start this off, and of course, the old ABDC fashion, which is performing the master mix of 3 songs. Everybody performs the same song. Everybody performs the same master mix. Challenges are the exact same. So this time, challenges weren't really all that difficult, but what they did was they split up 3 David Guetta songs. Really, no correlation as to why they had to do this in any of these songs, but the first thing they had to do was perform glides to the David Guetta song "Without You." It had Usher in it. If it has to do with Usher, somebody's got to glide. Just hate to say they did the same thing with Justin Bieber week. They did the same thing with Usher week. Jungle Boogie had to glide. It just has to happen. You just have to glide if it's a Usher song. Yeah, go figure. The second challenge is the they have to do what is called gloving. I've never heard of it, but apparently it's like lights and stuff like that on gloves, and they creating these cool pictures, tutting. It's kind of dope, but they have to do it to Memories with Kid Cudi. And so that's kind of cool. I've never seen the video, but apparently gloving is in the video, so go figure. And then they have to do I guess it's not really a dance style, but they have to, I guess, dance like a doll. So they call it dolling to David Guetta and Nicki Minaj's um, "Turn Me On." Okay, whatever. I don't know. Like I know the names of these songs. I've wrote them down, but I really have never heard of these songs. So man, but in fact, even worse, the mixes sounded like they were actually mixed. Like you don't know where one song started and one song ended. It was really odd, but whatever the case, first to go up is Most Wanted Crew, and they were talking about how challenging gliding was. I think that their glides were probably going to be better than anybody, but they went out there. I mean, they went out there strong. I mean, I mean, it was funny because Ian was really out there in the front for like a long time, and he really, I mean, he was really starting to crew. He was really kind of holding the charge there, but I think the best part, my favorite part of the performance was I guess it was Bam. Bam was the one in the middle, and he did this weird thing, and they put all the gloves around him, so it looked like a silhouette, and he left, and then cracked it, like I guess he cracked his light silhouette, and then it like formed most. It was really dope, but dancing all phenomenal. Got to check it out on I think Randy Orton X is the username, but has all the videos up. Check it out. I mean, it was fun. It was fantastic. Like seriously. Next is Eight Flavors. Now this is my girl's favorite crew, and I watched this show with my girlfriend all the freaking time, and this is her favorite crew, like by far. I'm telling them that they're gonna have this massive misstep, and it's gonna be bad. They go up there, and I don't think I've seen Eight Flavors do this has been my favorite Eight Flavors performance since Vogue, because Vogue was easily one of my favorite performances from them, one of my favorite performances of the season, but they smashed it. Like they made a believer out of me. Like because a lot of people thought they were gonna get the Iconic Boys treatment, that they were gonna put up a really crappy performance and then everybody was gonna call it good. No, this was actually a great performance. They did this lyrical part to Memory. I think it was the Memories, because they did their gloving part, and I mean they led the charge. Like they put it down. Like I was very impressed, because like the impressive parts about them was actually the choreo. The choreography was phenomenal. The stunts were okay, but the stunts weren't like the standout part of their performance. It was like literally their choreo. It was fantastic. The whole thing was good. Their dolling, they probably killed the dolling part better than anybody else. But right, next up, electrolytes. It's still my favorite right now. And like I said, they've just been coming up and up and up. And honestly, they kind of have this. They've just been improving the entire time, like that they've been on the show, and I love it, because I never thought electrolytes were gonna do this good. I've seen tapes of them and stuff like that, and they tried out for like 50 million America's Best Dance Crew seasons, but they finally made it, and they're in the final. And I mean, they did phenomenal, top three. So go figure. But their performance, man, I don't know what it was about this performance, but I don't know what it was between Eight Flavors and Electrolytes, but both of them held off the stunts perfectly, and I mean they made sure that the best parts weren't the stunts at all. Actually, they did this gloving part where they kind of turned the whole thing like into like Pac-Man. It was really dope. My girlfriend didn't catch it. I was like, I look at it. I'm a video gamer by heart, so I was like, was that Pac-Man that they did? It was really cool. But and then of course they did a stunt at the end to kind of put the cherry on top, where they lifted my man. I think it was Nico that they lifted up and like threw him. It's kind of like a quest thing mixed with like the Step Boys thing, where they threw him on stage. They kind of just lifted him up and then like tossed him, and I guess he did kind of a air cartwheel or whatever. It was actually really cool. And Electrolyte showed that these guys can actually dance. Like they're not, we toss around stunt crew a lot, and there's a lot of crews that are stunt crews literally because that's all they have. Status Quo is a stunt crew. Um, GOP stunt crew. They had b-boying skills, but they didn't use them. 787 can even be considered a stunt crew. Their choreo not all that great, but their stunts top notch. Electrolytes, they have decent stunts, but they just prove that they can dance, and that's the great part about it. Anyways, we get to a group performance, and the group performance, not bad. They performed in Titanium. I gotta keep rolling with this here, and it wasn't really that big of a part, so I'm gonna kind of roll past it. But I mean, it was great. This was actually one of the first group performances that I just actually feel was fantastic. It was just a great performance overall, and I think all three groups were highlighted very well. But let's get into it. Eight Flavors is saved. So I mean, I don't know why the format was like this because it kind of makes the first performance very inadequate. Like it was useless. Like there was no reason for it. Because I mean, whoever was in the bottom was going to be in the bottom anyway. And judging by the two, like honestly, if I had to use that save, that crappy save that they used for Fanny Pack and RNG, I would have used it here. This would have been the first three-man final because honestly, I think everybody deserved to go. Everybody deserved to kind of go into the finals in this case here. But let's get into it here. So what they do is they do a battle, but each of the crews choose their own song. So Electrolytes choose their song, Most Wanted chooses their song, but they perform them at the same time. So it's kind of cool. It's kind of like the Funkdation mixed elements battle, except way better because I think both of these crews are actually good. But anyway, so Most Wanted ends up performing to somebody I used to know, and Electrolytes ends up doing So Close, I think is what the song was called. But they perform at the same time. It was really a dope way to do it. Most Wanted's first round was not all that impressive. I wasn't very impressed. Ian did a couple of things. Lando kind of did this weird athletic move. It was kind of like a breaking move. I've never seen Lando move like that. But in all, I wasn't really impressed by the first round of Most Wanted. First round of Electrolytes, different story. You know, my man Marcus just goes out there and starts killing it, and then three people join him, and I mean they came at it. They really did. The first round definitely went to Electrolytes. They just creamed them. Most Wanted was not going to go down like that, and they come out and you know their second round. I mean they went hard. They went hard. They definitely impressed me how hard they went. Ricky, of course, my man is doing the b-boy moves and everything. Even Bam starts kind of like doing some stuff. Man, I've never seen Bam go so hard, but he did go hard tonight, man. I'm very impressed by Bam Martin tonight. But anyway, I mean, just phenomenal. And then, I mean, they even do this one thing where they're like they all go up like they're about to do a flip, and like they stop because right now it's Electrolytes flip. So it was kind of a funny diss, man. But anyway, Electrolytes. JC said something interesting about the Electrolytes, which was very true. When they attacked as a crew. Like when it was their time to go out, all of them went out, and Most Wanted did this too, but Electrolytes did this. I mean, like they did this kind of like this deer prance or whatever, and all of them were doing it, but it was so dope. You had to see it. The second round, I mean, it was more of the same. Great choreo, lots of stunts. I mean, it was pretty dope, anyways. But um, it really came down. But I think the best part of the battle was when both of the crews, I guess they were doing kind of the master mix, a mix of both of them together, and both of them were performing on two different sides. It was really cool. I think they need to implement this more because it was really the only hard part was they one crew would come over at the end and the other crew would kind of come over at the end, so people were kind of running into each other. But other than that, it was good. And mighty Most Wanted has fallen. They are not going to be America's Best Dance Crew. Yeah, yeah. I'm a little shocked too, but go figure. They're going home, and I gotta say this has been one hell of a season. I mean, this has been one hell of a season. I mean, honestly, I think Most Wanted just dropped the ball too many times, and finally, when the axe dropped, I mean, I hate to say it, Electrolytes won that battle, and I would say most success, the most wanted, but they don't need it because they're already successful. But anyway, once again, this is one of the best episodes of America's Best Dance Crew I think I've ever seen. Best top three. This is gonna be a hell of a final. Eight flavors, electrolytes, the teams that I actually had going out seventh and fifth. I'm pulling for electrolytes. I hate to say it, but that's my crew. And eight flavors. I mean, they keep on impressing me. So why not give them the title? But anyway, folks, my time is running out. Till next week, Katy Perry week again. But it's gonna be the finals, and we're gonna see the last performances from them. So stay tuned.